Alright, so this is my Gamo Varmint revisited again. It's kind of windy out. You can see trees blowing around. There's my target, 35 yards away. And this used to be a spring-powered gun. I converted it over to a nitro piston. But they do make the Varmint Series with a nitro piston now. Or I think they've always had it. The older one had a spring in it. Nothing fancy. UTG scope, as you can see right there. All right. I fired at 2 targets over there. And you could barely see it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk over there and I'm going to show you how accurate this thing is. Actually, I was shooting from the bench, but I actually have it sighted in while I'm in the prone position, sitting at a table on my elbows, not using the bag, and that's how I have it sighted in. And you can see how accurate this rifle can be using Barracuda Match 10.65 grain pellets. And I'm telling you, sometimes you just gotta pay the money to get these good pellets. I mean, some of the Crosman Premiers work really well, but then sometimes the gun just doesn't like it. And I started using these, and it really packs it in. And I'm shooting at little 2-inch targets like that. And I got them sticking over there. I'm going to show you exactly which two I was shooting at. I was shooting at the one on the very far right, and then the 1, 2, 3, the third one counting from the right, or actually the second one from the left. So I'm going to walk over there. I'm going to show you how accurate this thing has been shooting, and it's got a little bit of wind. I had to dope it over maybe 1/2 mil from the wind because it's pretty breezy out today. But this is an idea of how accurate it is. And I think I've showed a video already once, but for those of you who have any questions about a Gamo rifle, I think it's a mixed barrel. You know, sometimes you'll get a good one, sometimes you got a bad one, because these guns are so mass produced. I actually had to work on the barrel by running some JB's bore paste through it, and I got it cleaned up pretty good. But the results could speak for themselves. So here we go. That right there is what I did at the very beginning, and that was from a clean barrel. It does make a difference if you clean it out. And then after I shot it a little bit more, you could tell how it opened up a little bit. It was all right here though. But that's really something. But yeah, if you got any questions, you know, feel free to comment or anything like that. And like I said, if you're going to try to shooting at something at distances like this, using a bag or, you know, supported on a bag does work. However, it's going to affect you differently when you're shooting it free-handed. So what I was doing is I sighted it in while I'm sitting at the table with my elbows supporting the, you know, like a prone position, like if you were laying down. I mean, this is the capability, you know, that you can do shooting, you know, off your elbows. Just got to relax and, you know, learn how to play with the, get the trigger squeeze just right. Now the trigger, it's the single action trigger from Gamo. It's not the clean break one. I put a longer screw in there to take up a lot of the roll, and it does help tremendously. The trigger's a little stiff, you know, but I'm able to, and this is just something that I was tinkering around with a couple years ago, but it's definitely something worth looking at. This was $80. That's all I spent on that rifle. You know, so I mean, it's accurate. I mean, you just got to play with it, shoot it a lot. A lot of times you said you got to break it in. I ran JB's bore paste, and that definitely kind of speeds up the process, because you're kind of cleaning all the imperfections out of the rifling and everything, and you want that pellet to travel really smooth and slick right through the barrel. Might even increase a little bit of velocity, but I think this one's pushing, well, I think at just around 7.5 feet per second with a 10.65, which, you know, it's got a lot of push to it. So but that's just, you know, something to look at. Have a good day.